You might not think twice about the milk you pour into your morning coffee or the kind you stir into your oatmeal. But what if I told you that the milk sitting quietly in your fridge could be quietly working against you, weakening your heart, stressing your brain, and even accelerating the aging of your bones? It sounds dramatic, but for seniors over 65, it's more than just a theory. It's a growing concern backed by science. A recent study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that several common types of milk, often considered healthy, may in fact increase the risk of chronic inflammation, high blood pressure, poor digestion, and cognitive decline. And the most troubling part, these effects often go unnoticed until the damage is already done. You might be feeling more tired lately. Maybe your digestion feels a little off. Or perhaps you've noticed subtle changes in memory or a little more stiffness in your joints. These aren't just signs of getting older. They could be warning signals that the milk you trust is no longer serving you. But here's the good news. Just one simple switch, one mindful choice about the milk you drink each day could help improve sleep digestion, heart health, and mental clarity. It could help you feel lighter, sharper, and more energized. All by changing what's in your glass. In this guide, we'll uncover the 3 types of milk that seniors should avoid, no matter how familiar they may seem. And we'll introduce you to 3 powerful, nourishing alternatives that are especially beneficial for aging bodies. And make sure you stay with us until the very end. Because one lesser-known milk one that most people overlook might actually help slow down cellular aging. It's that powerful. And you deserve to know. Before we begin, if you've been feeling this too, not weakness, but a quiet question rising inside you, then stay with us. Subscribe to Senior Fit, where growing older doesn't mean growing smaller. It means growing wiser, stronger, and still moving forward. Let's begin. We start with the first milk that many seniors still consider the gold standard: whole milk, the classic, the comforting, the nostalgic. For many older adults, whole milk brings back memories of breakfast tables, childhood meals, or warm kitchen moments shared with family. It feels natural. It feels wholesome. It feels right. But behind that creamy, familiar taste lies a quiet threat. Whole milk contains over 4.5 grams of saturated fat in a single 8-ounce cup. That's significant. While a younger body might process that without issue, the aging body has different needs. After 60, your metabolism slows down. Your arteries begin to stiffen. Your heart works harder than it used to. And when you pour in that daily dose of saturated fat, it builds quietly into something dangerous. Research from Harvard found that older adults who regularly consume whole milk increase their risk of cardiovascular events by up to 18%. That's not a small risk, it's a ticking clock. You may not notice the effects at first. Perhaps a bit of breathlessness after walking, a tightness in your chest that you shrug off, a feeling of fatigue that seems out of place. But these aren't just signs of aging. They may be signs your heart is under strain. And it doesn't end there. Whole milk is also calorie dense. It adds up. Over time, it can quietly lead to weight gain, especially dangerous for seniors already struggling with mobility or muscle loss. Those extra pounds put pressure on joints. They raise the risk of insulin resistance. They chip away at your independence, inch by inch. And here's something many seniors overlook: lactose intolerance. As we age, our bodies produce less of the enzyme lactase. This makes it harder to digest dairy. You might not feel sick, but you might feel bloated, sluggish, or uncomfortably full after a glass of milk. You may not realize it's the milk. That familiar cup from childhood might now be stealing your energy and compromising your gut. So, while whole milk may seem innocent, may even feel comforting, it often delivers more risk than reward. It's not about giving up comfort. It's about redefining it in a way that truly supports your health today. But if whole milk isn't the answer, what about that rich, sweet milk so many of us love in coffee or desserts? The next one may surprise you because it's hiding in nearly every pantry, but it's far more harmful than most people realize. Sweetened condensed milk. You know the one. Thick, creamy, and indulgent. A spoonful in your coffee. A drizzle over your favorite pudding, or a key ingredient in beloved family recipes. It's delicious. It's comforting. It reminds us of warm kitchens and holidays past. But it's also a sugar bomb. Just 1 tablespoon contains about 10 grams of added sugar. And most people use far more than that in a single serving without even thinking about it. The problem, our aging bodies are far less equipped to handle this kind of concentrated sweetness. Condensed milk spikes your blood sugar, quickly placing immense stress on your pancreas. For seniors with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes, this can be especially dangerous. It accelerates the path toward worsening glucose control. But it's not just about blood sugar. It's about what sugar does to your entire system. Chronic sugar intake causes inflammation system-wide. It weakens your immune system. It disrupts digestion. And most concerning of all, it ages your brain. In fact, some researchers now refer to Alzheimer's disease as type 3 diabetes because of the strong link between insulin resistance and cognitive decline. That little swirl of sweetness in your coffee, it may be quietly interfering with memory, focus, and clarity. You may notice it in small ways, misplacing your keys more often, struggling to recall a word, feeling foggy after a meal. These are not always normal signs of aging. Sometimes they're nutritional red flags, signals that your brain is under siege, and it doesn't stop at the mind. Condensed milk can also wreak havoc on your gut. Its thick, syrupy texture slows digestion, often causing bloating, irregularity, and sluggishness. And that's not what your mornings or your life need. And of course, there's the heart. Sugar damages blood vessels, increases triglycerides, and stiffens arteries, all of which compound existing risks that seniors already face. So while it may seem like a small indulgence, it's a price that adds up slowly but surely. You deserve better than that. Still, some people might think, fine, I'll just go dairy-free. I'll pick a light plant-based milk instead. That brings us to the third milk you should avoid, and it might be the most misleading of all. Rice milk. It sounds healthy. It's plant-based. It's often labeled as gentle or easy to digest. But here's the truth. Rice milk is one of the most nutritionally shallow choices you can make. It contains almost no protein, less than 1 gram per cup. That's critical because after 60, your body's ability to maintain muscle mass declines rapidly. Without adequate protein, your muscles shrink. Your strength fades, your balance falters, and your risk of falls and fractures climbs sharply. Worse still, rice milk can contain inorganic arsenic, a naturally occurring element absorbed from the soil. In small amounts over time, arsenic exposure can stress the kidneys, burden the liver, and even raise cancer risk. For seniors whose detoxification systems are already under pressure, This is a risk not worth taking. And there's another problem: blood sugar. Despite its mild taste, rice milk has a very high glycemic index. It spikes your glucose rapidly without offering fiber or nutrients to slow the impact. It's empty energy, fast-burning, unstable, and unsatisfying. Some brands even add sugar, making the problem worse. So, while rice milk may appear safe, even harmless, it often delivers too little of what you need and too much of what you don't. You've seen the risks: whole milk, condensed milk, rice milk. But now, let's talk about solutions. In the next part, we'll explore 3 powerful alternatives. Ones that truly nourish your muscles, protect your memory, support your heart, and even restore restful sleep. And there's one milk in particular that researchers believe may actually help slow cellular aging. You won't want to miss what's next. You've just learned about the 3 milks to avoid ones that may be stealing your energy, damaging your heart, and quietly accelerating aging. But now, let's turn the page. Let's talk about 3 nourishing, protective, and revitalizing options that can help you feel stronger, lighter, and more vibrant each day. These are the kinds of milk that truly serve you. Not just fill your glass, but support your bones, your brain, your digestion, and even your sleep. Let's begin with one of the most underestimated health allies for seniors: fermented soy milk. Not regular soy milk, fermented, because it's the fermentation process that unlocks its real healing power. You see, as we age, protein becomes more than just a nutrient. It becomes a lifeline. Muscles weaken, bones grow more fragile, and every step we take depends more and more on the strength we've managed to preserve. Fermented soy milk is a complete protein. It contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild and protect muscle mass. That alone makes it a powerful ally for seniors who want to maintain independence, balance, and mobility. But that's only the beginning. Soy contains natural compounds called isoflavones. These gentle plant-based molecules mimic estrogen in the body without the side effects of synthetic hormones. For older adults, especially post-menopausal women, this can help preserve bone density and reduce the risk of fractures. Studies also suggest that these compounds play a protective role in brain health. They may improve memory retention, slow mental decline, and even reduce the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. It's nourishment for your muscles and your mind, all in a single glass. But why fermented? Because fermentation makes soy easier to digest. As we grow older, digestion slows. Nutrient absorption weakens. Fermented soy is already partially broken down, which means your body can access more of the nutrients with less digestive effort. And here's the bonus: fermentation creates natural probiotics. These friendly bacteria support gut health, boost your immune system, and are even linked to improvements in mood and sleep quality. Fermented soy milk is also naturally low in cholesterol and saturated fat. It supports heart health without the need for medication or restriction. Whether you sip it cold, warm it gently, pour it into coffee, or use it in cooking, this milk adapts to your routine, supports your system, and lifts your energy. It's a quiet powerhouse. It helps you rebuild from the inside out. And it's only the first of 3. The next milk on our list is light, simple, and deceptively powerful: unsweetened almond milk. At first glance, Almond milk seems almost too light to matter. It's thin, subtle, easy to overlook. But beneath its smooth texture is a nutrient profile designed for older bodies. Almond milk contains virtually no cholesterol, almost no saturated fat. Instead, it delivers heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, the same kind found in olive oil. These fats help reduce LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and support artery flexibility and circulation. For seniors managing high blood pressure or a history of heart disease, that makes almond milk a daily act of protection. But that's not all. Unsweetened almond milk is rich in vitamin E, one of the most powerful antioxidants for aging brains. Vitamin E helps defend against oxidative stress, which damages brain cells and contributes to cognitive decline. In fact, studies show that seniors with higher vitamin E intake often experience slower memory loss and better mental clarity. Almond milk is also incredibly gentle on digestion. It's dairy-free, lactose-free, and low in calories, making it perfect for seniors with sensitive stomachs, bloating, or trouble managing weight. And because it's so versatile, you can use it in smoothies, cereals, oatmeal, or even as a replacement in your favorite baking recipes. But the key is this: keep it unsweetened. Sweetened almond milk often comes loaded with added sugars, which reverse many of the benefits we've just discussed. Look for unsweetened on the label, and you'll get all the benefits without the blood sugar spikes. Light in calories, rich in protection, easy on the body, supportive to the heart and brain. Unsweetened almond milk isn't just a trend, it's a gentle revolution in the way we nourish ourselves. Still, there's one more option to consider. It's rich, it's creamy, it's soothing, and it may be the most comforting milk for aging bodies inside and out. Calcium-fortified oat milk. You might not expect much from oats, but oat milk, when fortified properly, delivers a blend of nutrients that speak directly to the needs of senior health. First, calcium. As you age, your bones begin to lose density. This process, known as osteoporosis, happens slowly at first, but it's one of the leading causes of fractures, reduced mobility, and loss of independence in older adults. Oat milk, fortified with calcium and vitamin D, helps counter this process. It delivers the building blocks your body needs to preserve bone structure and reduce fracture risk. But oat milk also brings another powerful tool to the table: beta-glucan. Beta-glucan is a type of soluble fiber found in oats that helps remove excess cholesterol from your system. It binds to it, sweeps it out, and reduces your total cholesterol burden naturally and without side effects. For seniors concerned about heart health, this makes oat milk a quiet but consistent ally. And then there's digestion. Oat milk is smooth, gentle, and lactose-free. It supports regularity and reduces digestive discomfort, which can be life-changing for older adults dealing with bloating, constipation, or irregularity. But perhaps its most underrated benefit is emotional. There's something deeply comforting about a warm glass of oat milk before bed. It's not just about taste, it's about the way it calms the nervous system, the way it signals safety to your body, the way it invites sleep instead of stress. That comfort is just as healing as any nutrient. So, while oat milk may seem humble, it is in truth one of the most quietly powerful tools available to seniors. It strengthens bones. It protects the heart. It soothes digestion, and it invites rest. Let's take a moment to pause. You've now seen both sides: the milks that silently harm, whole milk, condensed milk, rice milk, and the milks that heal, fermented soy, unsweetened almond, calcium-fortified oat milk. But what happens when we put this knowledge into action? When we choose wisely, not once but every day, that's where transformation begins. In the final part of this video, we'll show you how these small daily choices, like what you pour into your cup, can help slow down cellular aging, protect your independence, and bring back the vitality that once felt lost. Let's bring this all together. When we're young, it's easy to take strength for granted. We bounce back, we push forward, we recover without thinking. But as we grow older, the rules change. Every choice carries more weight. Every meal either moves us toward healing or quietly chips away at it. And that includes something as simple as the milk we choose. Because milk isn't just a beverage. It's a daily ritual. It goes into our tea, our cereal, our baking. It's part of our comfort, our culture, our care. So imagine what happens when we upgrade that ritual. When instead of pouring inflammation-saturated fat or sugar into our systems, we pour nourishment, restoration, and balance. Science tells us that small, consistent changes like this have a profound ripple effect on cellular health. That means fewer inflammatory markers in your blood. That means better insulin sensitivity. That means lower blood pressure, steadier energy, improved digestion. And most of all, it means protecting the most important systems that keep you independent: your muscles, your bones, your brain, and your heart. When you avoid milks that harm, like whole milk, condensed milk, and rice milk, you reduce strain on your cardiovascular system. You lower your risk of stroke, heart attack, and cognitive decline. And when you choose milks that heal, like fermented soy, unsweetened almond, and calcium-fortified oat, you support nutrient absorption, gut health, immune function, memory retention, and bone integrity. These aren't just health tips. These are tools for freedom. Because strength isn't just about lifting weights or walking fast. Strength is also being able to rise from your chair without pain, to carry groceries, to sleep soundly, to remember your daughter's voice on the phone, to enjoy a meal and know it's helping you, not hurting you. That's the kind of strength we're talking about. And it begins in the small, everyday choices. So tomorrow morning, as you reach into the fridge, pause, take a breath, remember what you've learned here, and make the choice that future you will thank you for. That glass of milk could be a comfort or a risk. It could be a source of inflammation or a source of healing. Choose the one that supports your journey, not the one that pulls you backward. And as we close today's video, here's one more powerful note. Researchers are now studying how fermented plant-based milks, especially those with added probiotics and antioxidants, may help slow the rate of cellular aging. That means more than just fewer wrinkles or stronger bones. It means your body continues to repair itself better. It means your cells resist damage longer. It means you stay sharper, steadier, and more resilient, not just in body, but in mind and spirit. So no, milk isn't just milk. It's either the beginning of daily decline or daily repair. Choose wisely. Drink wisely. Live wisely. If today's guide spoke to something inside you, some quiet knowing that it's time to take your health back, then leave a comment below and share what you're going to change starting today. Was it swapping out condensed milk for oat milk? Or maybe giving fermented soy a try in your morning smoothie? Or finally saying goodbye to the whole milk that's no longer whole for your health? Let us know. We're here with you, and we're listening. If you found this helpful, type Y1 in the comments. If not, feel free to type 0. We'll always keep improving. And don't forget, subscribe to Senior Fit. because we believe aging is not about slowing down. It's about moving forward, smarter, stronger, and together. Thank you for watching. And here's to the next chapter of your health, one thoughtful sip at a time.